Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's 2 o'clock. I'm super tired.
You super tired?
Yeah, super.
I'm a little tired. I ain't passed out tired yet though.
No, you won't be doing that until you're rubbing on my head and yeah, and when I
No.
make I'm feeling good, then you'll be calmed out.
Who? Me? I
Yeah,
don't never conk
yeah.
out.
Okay,
My
so
throat dries up. I stopped eating carrots, huh?
why don't you do the water? Water.
Water ain't tea.
I'd say that might be a little bit more like, I guess, you know,
I think water's overrated. I drink water and it
it's
makes me
horrible.
thirstier.
It's horrible. I'm gonna go back to my original plans with water.
What? No water?
No, that was no water. I just wasn't like I used to be super like committed to just like getting a gallon in a day and all of that. I would do at least 7 cups, I was stuff like that. But now I just kind of drink it as
All right, let's bust it.
I want. Well, we're going. There's no one in here yet. It's super late. I think we kind
You missed the window.
of missed a bit of a window.
Well, that's because
I know.
we just got busy.
I know. What 12 to 2 is
But I don't know.
usually.
We said we was coming. We here.
We are here. Yeah.
Going after dark.
Mm-mm.
I mean, they can watch the playback.
Yes, they can. They can watch the play black. And they can play it black.
Yeah. I'm doing this stuff. Right. I'm saying, but YouTube kind of funny anyway because
They are, but they're not. YouTube is kind of becoming like a Facebook. They're not a late night type of. They during the pandemic though. Oh my gosh, they rocked all night. They used to
there
love
wasn't
to
nothing else
keep
to do.
right, but YouTube usually they're not. They're not late night audiences. Hey y'all though. Mm. Happy Friday. Anybody
Yay.
watching? Yay. Yeah, I'm in love with this. I don't know if y'all can see that. See? Pink. Love with pink nail polish. I gotta redo my toes.
I'm a moderator?
Yeah, of course.
I don't know.
You're a standard moderator, so you need to hold yourself in high accord and appropriate.
Oh, okay.
Of course. Oh, we have a viewer.
That's me.
I know, but he
Oh.
was being funny. I think he likes watching. He's a weirdo.
Who? You told me where?
He likes watching. He likes watching. Oh, he's kind of strange.
I'm saying, we might as well go ahead and kick it.
Okay. So,
So, is there
is there a good reason to cheat? I would say yes, but not on me.
no, you get to elaborate.
Yes, there are valid reasons, but they don't apply to me.
Okay, still elaborate.
There are valid reasons, like sometimes if a spouse is dying and
You said dying?
dying, yeah, and um they've uh they've accepted the fact that they're not able to sexually gratify their partners, and so they give them a pass, or they give them allowances, or they've accepted the fact that they need to still have relations. I think that it technically is cheating, um, but it is an agreement, if you will. So I think then that's an excusable reason for other people, but not for me.
Okay, well, I want you to know something.
Hmm. Mm.
I don't care if I got a foot and a half in the grave.
Mm.
I ain't giving you a pass.
Well,
But here's the thing.
but you understand that
I understand that. And I
okay.
think if you get a pass, it's not cheating.
If you get a pass, it's not cheating.
No.
Hmm.
Cheating is because, you know, either the other person doesn't know
Okay.
or
Right. Right.
he's not or she is not how you say knows but doesn't know.
Mm.
Like they
Okay.
know but they don't know.
They're not accepting of the fact that
Yeah,
you
something
are.
like
They're in
that.
denial.
Yeah,
Hey, welcome, welcome.
yeah. But
We're discussing some hot topics today.
here's the thing though.
Welcome to Glow After Dark.
If your spouse is dying
Mm-hmm.
and you know that they laid up,
Like John Edwards in that whole
who's John
situation.
Edwards?
The one that was running for president, babe. What? John Edwards from South Carolina.
Wait, his wife was dying?
Yeah, his wife had cancer.
Okay.
Yeah, and he actually took on a mistress and had a
She knew about it?
child with the mistress.
Did she know?
Who, the wife?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, listen, let me tell you something. If your spouse is dying and you out there
Yeah.
gallivanting,
Wasn't gallivanting.
yo, it doesn't make a difference.
He was
Gallivanting, whatever.
doing right by his lady and his daughter.
First of all, it shouldn't have been a lady and it shouldn't have been a daughter.
Wow.
Me personally, I think that's scumbag stuff.
You know, I think you might be right.
You a scumbag.
Okay.
If your spouse
John
is
Edwards is
dying,
a scumbag.
oh definitely. If
I don't
if
like
your
him.
spouse is dying
I think he should run for president
and they on
again.
their deathbed, they're on their deathbed,
Yeah.
and you out there getting your stick wet or your Gucci wet,
Yeah, stick with.
then you are a scumbag. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that.
Wow.
Your spouse, your significant other, the person you pledged your undying love to, is dying,
That's really
and you're
sweet.
humping. You're a scumbag.
Okay, that's really sweet. I will just say that. But okay, so in regards to that, um, which is what kind of transitions us into the next topic. But at the same time, so flat out, you don't think there is a valid
It's
reason for
never an
cheating.
excuse for cheating.
It's never an excuse.
Never.
Okay. In light of what you said in regards to if you get a pass or if you're hey Naima, I can't believe
Naima.
girl, thank you so much for stepping in
Bum.
here tonight. Because I know it's late. Hey. Um, so in regards to that, knowing that you said that if you get a pass, it's okay. How do you think one should go about getting that pass?
How you go about getting the pass?
Yeah. Do you get it in writing?
Nah,
Do you get it when someone falls asleep, and then you get a recording of them saying yes?
Nah, I mean this is a conversation that everybody has to be lucid.
Lucid.
Everybody has to be, both parties have to sit
No
down.
alcohol or drugs involved.
Nah. Because I might be drunk and I might say some things that I'm going to regret later on, and vice versa. But what I'm saying is that there has to be like a legitimate sit down and a conversation. Like, listen,
how do you think that would go?
Nah, I mean, like, okay, so like,
yeah, how would that go?
Okay, so
I mean, like legit.
All right,
Would
so
it be like, hey, I'm going in and having this
say
operation?
for whatever reason,
yeah,
surely do wop stop working, right?
You would not. That is what.
No, listen to what I'm saying. Like, surely do wop stop working.
Who should do up? Your should do up?
Yeah, surely do wop.
That would not be his name.
Nah, but I mean, I don't want to say his name on YouTube.
Okay.
Because it would be
well,
but
yes, stop working. Got you.
He stops working. Now, if I'm like, listen, I can't get you right, and I'm telling you because I love you and I want you to be happy. Go find a dude. to, just when I need you here, I need you here.
Thank you.
When I need a couple of burgers.
You heard it here. You heard it here.
Oh, whoa. This will never happen.
Here, guys.
No.
Wow.
This will never happen. So stop smiling. This will never happen.
Babe, you're so mature.
No. I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. That this is what the conversation would be. And, like, look, go ahead. But when I need you here, I need you here. And there would have to be like set rules. Like, one, don't be out there falling in love, because
you can't. Once somebody is opening up themselves in that way, you cannot dictate.
This ain't gonna work.
Well, you said it's not gonna work regardless. You said you don't even care if you gotta.
This will never happen.
You got a foot in the grave.
You never get a pass.
Never.
I will chain you to the radiator.
Radiator.
Black snake moan.
Okay, Sam. Exactly. So yeah, but like you said, that's not cheating.
It's not cheating, because I done gave you the 2 thumbs up and bottle one.
Okay, I'm gonna share a story that I found very disturbing. It was not it's not one of my stories of transgressions, but an ex of mine. And not my ex-husband, so let's clear that. No, I don't. Would you stop trying to push those GMO snacks off on me? Stop it. So, well, they weren't married, but one of my exes, when he was dating with, hey, said demonetized. Who is demonetized? I was never monetized. I don't know, but so there was a guy who, when I was dating, he was engaged, or so he says, but that came to pass as invalid. But at any rate, when he was engaged to someone, he said he cheated so that he could like have an excuse for leaving, because he really didn't have an excuse. Like, because the girl was great, the situation was great.
Then why would you want to leave?
He just said he said him cheating was his way. Oh, nah, saying his pet name would have made them monetize you. Okay, got it. Thank you. So he was saying that it was his way of testing himself to know if the relationship was over. What? So and to that point,
make no sense.
To that point, I said, "What did you tell her?" Because that would have let you know that if it was over. Because if you didn't tell her, then you would have, if you didn't tell her, then you're being scum. You're just being a scum, with your activities, and you didn't tell her because you wanted to do it again. Yeah. This was actually what he said to justify everything. He was, but I will say this.
Creep is too kind of a word. He's a scumbag.
He was he had a lot of questionable stuff, like, in hindsight. But when I won't say questionable, it was very immature. He had a lot of immature ideas when it came to like relationships and understanding. Like, that was the one that I told you had like the same story to all of the girls.
Oh, come from out of town. Yeah. I'm saying, but he was like, different though.
He had a lot of like little stories, but like I can
understand that. I can understand the story thing.
I didn't like that either, though.
I mean,
I thought that was weird and stupid.
It's not weird. It's actually because the story's a lie.
Yeah.
So if you tell the same lie,
right,
you ain't got to revamp it. Yeah. You ain't got to cover up this to cover that.
Yeah, but what was the point of telling the lie in general?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. He was different to begin with. Anyway.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
there's no reason to lie about something like that.
That's what I'm saying. There was just to me, there were just like signs of insecurity, not insecurity, but immaturity throughout like his whole like, and he was in his 40s. But do you think most women or most men want to know if their partner cheated? I will say, I don't think they want to know, but I will say this. Just full discretion, disclosure. I've been with someone who definitely didn't want to know, and I've been with someone who did want to know. And the person who did not want to know, the relationship lasted a whole lot longer. The person who did want to know, it was a constant all the time. And unfortunately, because of, uh, because of my immaturity at the time, I took advantage of the one that didn't want to know, and I definitely stepped out, a lot. The one that didn't want to know, though, it's like being micromanaged. I never cheated. I never cheated. Because there was a fear there. There definitely was a fear there, and I'm not saying that he was like gonna beat me down, but the constant it was a constant questioning. He made me keep a journal of all men that I chat talked with, like of what the exact conversation was, time log. I stayed around for a little bit. I put a track on my phone so that he would be, he could be aware of my movements throughout the day.
Here's the thing with stuff like that.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
So I was like complicit with a stalker.
If you can't trust your partner,
yeah.
Like if you need trackers, I'm gonna know who you're talking to. If you got to do all that,
yeah,
that relationship is done. It ain't gonna last. It's toxic. And if I can't trust you, how can I be with you?
That's true. That's true.
Listen, I should be able to trust you to go to Jamaica while I'm in New York and not be worried. If I can't trust you to do that, we got no relationship. We just wasting time.
So let me ask this then. Is that ever warranted where you're saying, hey, let's have the, let me like check up. Let me put a track and kind of see. Is that ever warranted? Like, how much is too much? Because the reason, let me tell you, let me be very clear. When we first started, dating, me and him dated for about 8 months, 7, 8 months. It was like little by little. It wasn't like he put all of this on me like day one. It was just like little by little, he just started to ask for more and more things.
I just seen that comment.
Which one? About your
the Jamaica.
Nah, not Jamaica. He said no.
You know about Jamaica? Because Dexter down there. Dexter be slinging. Dexter real smooth with it.
That's Dexter.
Dexter, really?
Like, you talking about Stella got her group back?
No, Dexter. Wow. Ooh, you ain't never see the Eddie Murphy thing with Dexter? You do the way he's swinging.
No.
Word?
No. I was that from Raw?
Raw, one of them. I think it was Raw. These are the Raw deliveries. Yeah, but I'm just saying, because look, here's the thing. If you securing your spot and your woman is solid, she should be able to go anywhere in the world, have any man approach her, and her not budge. Like, look, I saw a TikTok post with what's old boy name? Oh, pretty boy. Shamal Moore.
Yeah.
Him. He pushed up on Alicia Keys.
On Alicia Keys?
Yeah. He said, this is early days.
Okay.
He slid up there, off his license and shit. I took my son some what he said. He said, I don't know your man's situation, but in town, I would love to take you out, da-da-da. So Alicia Keys says, says, look, son, she went 10 on a New York. She was like, look, son, I dig your push-up game, but my man's situation is good. Something real New York slang type, and he just kind of put his head down and walked off. Now, I tell her to see this: if she couldn't be trusted, right, and she wasn't solid in her relationship, and her man wasn't solid, she takes him up on that. She listens to this bullshit, and next time she's in town, they go out, for a drink, go out to eat. Then up in the hotel room, and he blowing her back out.
I don't agree with that. I have. Let me tell just in again full disclosure. I worked in the entertainment industry, and I've gone out with a couple of entertainers and what have you, and we didn't do anything but go out to eat. It was no next thing. Like, yeah, maybe one or two of them. It was like it proceeded that way.
It might not happen.
But most of the time, it was just a.
It might not happen that day, but she entertained that shit. She went out.
Yeah.
Then I had a good time. Then put some drinks back.
No, but that's what I'm telling you. Like, okay, I just.
This wasn't me and Rob going out to drink.
And this
it wouldn't be me and Jay going out to drink.
No, I'm just saying that in a there can be okay, let's like go back. Let's go and kick it without a let's go back to the room. Like
no, listen.
Yeah.
I hate to fast forward, but
you totally did.
But what I'm saying is this.
Yeah.
In a situation like that, let's go out to drink.
Yeah.
This ain't no free. There's a level of expectation that this is gonna move forward to it, where we naked. It might not be that
there may be an expectation, but that it doesn't necessarily move like that.
You don't even entertain that shit.
I don't know. Like I said, I've taken a couple of
I heard about
people.
That. Oh, with the shawarma thing? Yeah.
I've taken a couple of people open their offer, and I have not. It is not going past that. But I think that
they would get her drunk and it's over. Yeah.
He's talking about in Jamaica or what have you, and I don't think that's not the case.
Anywhere.
Like, okay, and especially like in my case, I definitely went on a date, with someone, and I did get a little tipsy, and they didn't take advantage. They put me in a cab and sent me home. Like he said he didn't need those type of problems. He had other women he could go to, that he could get some sober situations from. So, he put me in a cab and sent me home. And we eventually ended up doing some stuff, but we definitely
he kind of rocked you to sleep on that.
He rocked me to sleep.
Hell yeah.
No, what? No, he.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Yeah, rocked me to sleep. He rocked me to sleep.
Good chick. Y'all party, whatever it is. She get shit faced.
I didn't. First of all, I didn't get shit.
Okay, she get tipsy, whatever the case is.
Tipsy. It was a little tipsy.
Right.
It was some mojitos.
Now, the average dude, it is. They are. But if you drunk, you never know. That you think you slaying the world, and you going in the cock barrier, whatever.
But
listen.
Yes.
But look.
This is the case.
You tipsy.
This is the case.
And I say, nah, shorty. We good tonight. We're going home. We be good. You know what you think about? Oh, he's such a gentleman. Rocked you right to sleep.
Why are you saying it like that? But he was.
Hey, he was a gentleman.
Yeah, he was.
You know what that is? He's thinking long term.
As he should be. As he should have been.
Playing the long game.
As he should have been.
You know what I mean?
As he should have been.
Playing the long game.
As he should have been. And that is definitely, I think that that's going to be the best way to play it, is the long game. At any rate, I don't think that that's always.
Gee, it's game.
But I told you that story, and I know that that's what it was. Oh, okay. But it still is valid. It still is valid that it could have gone another way, and it didn't. So I'm just saying that doesn't mean that doesn't make it less significant. It still is necessary. Hey, hello, Africano. Welcome. You're catching a glow after dark. We're getting it in live. So, and that's the case. So this is a great segue to the next. What constitutes cheating? Because if you're saying just going out to drinks with someone is cheating?
No.
Okay. No. So what constitutes cheating?
I think it's the intention. Like, what's the intent? Like, Q.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Q up or Q hit me, whatever it is. I'm like, yo, I'm being inside of town, coming through. Yo, let's go throw a couple back. We chill, whatever, whatever. Yeah. Now my intention is, me and Q be cool. You know what I'm saying? And we throw a couple back. She go her way, I go my way. But now my intention is like, yo, Q, what's good? How you?
Wait a minute. Is it a shorty you good?
It's a shorty you good. It's one of those. And my intentions is like, all right, now whether it happens or not, but my intentions is I'm trying to get little man wet. So it's about the intention.
Okay. So this is where also another place or space where I'm saying, how is the difference there with okay, Shamar Moore in that situation, clearly he was trying to, as you say, push up.
I'm trying to buy it.
He was trying to push up.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still, let's go get some drinks, throw some back. What's it for? That's why I always ask. When it comes to alcohol, I always say, what's the purpose? What's the purpose?
I mean, it don't have to be drinks. It could be
you said
lunch.
It.
No, it could be lunch.
You said that.
I mean, I'm talking about it's the intention. Okay. I mean, I'm not going out to drink with you anyway because I'm just not. But
that's what I'm getting at. Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with that.
See, that's the question. So, that's where we're at with that. So but to go back to that statement, that's why I'm saying I don't think I would. First of all, like I don't keep. I mean, outside of, I do. Okay, I was just about to say something. I was about to incriminate myself. Okay, I don't seek male friends. That's definitely clear. But do I have male friends? Yes, but I've never been the type that was just like, oh, I just get along better with men. I've never been one of those type of women. Like I never wanted male friends. Like, no, I want a man. I don't want no male friends. I don't like the friend zone dudes. Like that was never my intention. A couple of my situations ended up that way, but that was not like my intentions of it. So in that regards, like even now I have, really, I have a great friend that has been like, we've known each other a bit and he's awesome, but I don't even keep in contact with him that much anymore because at one point in time I was interested in him. So we never went there, we never did anything, but because of the fact at one point in time I was interested in him. He wasn't interested in me like that, but I was interested in him. Now that I'm married, I don't even we can't kick it, because even though yes, we've never done anything, we've always been platonic, just out of respect for my husband and out of respect for myself, I don't engage with him, not even half or a quarter as much as I used to. Because to be quite honest, I do think, I'm a very, I tend to think, I overthink a lot. And
you get it? I think you think.
Anyway,
that was a good one.
It wasn't. It wasn't. So I don't, I don't want to kind of get involved in a lot of these opportunities that give me that give me license to journey down these lanes. No, of course not. Sure. Positive. To journey down these lanes. I told you you were going to be peeing. Look at this. What? Baby, you're going to be peeing all night.
That's all right.
No, it's not.
Toilet right there.
Anyway. disturbing me because every time you get out of the bed, that disturbs me.
We'll be knocked out.
No, I won't.
Yes, she will.
Anyway, so I don't like to give myself those opportunities to kind of venture and start thinking and reminiscing and kind of wondering because yeah, I can definitely do like, what ifs in my head and like I said, me and this friend like we always had a good time. We always had a good time. We did a lot of stuff together and it's just like what would be the point? What would be the point of us kind of hanging on the phone and kind of revisiting that? We do, here and there still have conversations sometimes about him even moving to Georgia, but for the most part, we don't talk like we used to. So that's where the emotional, cheating does, I think, can take place, and I try to be aware of that. I try to be aware of that and set boundaries because I'm a very, like I said, I'm a very spiritual and kind of temporal person. I'm it's this is intellectually I can be just just in another room in another realm, and that can be you have to safeguard that because that can definitely be detrimental to your relationship. And I'm just saying this from a personal standpoint because of not something that I've seen or something I've heard or something I've read, but it's something that I know from my own experiences that I've had. So, um, babe, what do you think about not physically cheating but emotionally cheating? So, what constitutes that? What's your
it's
definition?
kind of I don't know. Like the emotional thing is like see, look, if somebody from the outside can get you emotionally, then your relationship was probably like pretty much on the rocks and probably almost done anyway. Because there shouldn't be anybody that can pull you away emotionally from the relationship.
But what constitutes emotional cheating?
I mean, like when you start telling people you love them, things of that nature. And I'm not talking about that friend love, or you start kind of like thinking that what if crap.
Yeah.
Like, well, what if? What if I go this route? You know, that's like, I mean, it's see the emotion thing is kind of hard because I mean, because like me personally, like emotionally, I'm like I'm kind of hard to get to emotionally. So
You are.
it
You
ain't.
are, and I got ring and everything, and still hard to get to emotionally.
And so I can't fathom somebody actually pulling me away from my wife emotionally. Like I can't even that doesn't even like I can't even come close to picturing that. Like I don't even know what that picture looks like.
Mm.
So it's hard for me to kind of like you know give a comment on that because I like I said like it's like emotionally like man this thing is like ice. Like,
What about like someone learns your favorite dish? I'm not gonna say it because I don't want y'all cooking that for my
it
man.
don't even matter. All that means
And
I'm eating them out.
they be like, oh, I'm gonna bring it over. I'm bringing it over. No, no,
uh,
no. And they would do. And you don't think that would have an effect after a while?
oh, a dish?
They're good chops.
Food?
Yeah.
No. I mean, listen.
Good
Now, I
old
mean, look.
chops.
I like to eat, but
You do.
food? Nah,
Wow.
nah. All that means is I'm just gonna use you to get that food. That ain't gonna be like no emotion, nothing. Cause yeah, I can't. Nah, not through no food.
Well, okay, and yeah, that's why I said you might be better than most. But like I know, and it's a good thing because I don't have a typical 9 to 5, but work is definitely a number one place that a lot of women and men fall into, you know, emotional thirst traps because you might have a bad relationship with the boss and your coworker encourages you. You might, they might greet you every morning with I know this one coworker, she, one of the interns would bring her like a Coke and a bagel every morning, a Coke and a smile, Coke and a smile. And it's like, uh, I know what that looks like. But, and I would say this, and well, I know I've already told you about that, but I have literally left a job because I was getting so like, just really, I really like my boss. I really like my boss. And I'm a person that's, even though people who eat my food like me more. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, they might like. Listen, let me tell you something. Listen, first of all, me personally, yeah, if you throw that in the kitchen, you might get a conversation out of me. I'm trying to get another plate, but that's where it's gonna end. We ain't like yo. What's for lunch tomorrow? Yeah, bring that through, and we gonna eat, and I'm out.
Nah, they gonna start putting something up in that food.
Something like what?
This people, they food is very powerful. They gonna start putting some roots on that food, and then you're gonna be craving it, and then when they not there, you're gonna be looking for them to be there.
Okay, check this out, right?
That's emotional.
Okay, check this out. Now, that's what got me to you was the cafe.
Yeah, but you hadn't had my food.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, that's the difference.
But
that's not
I
what
still came through. Why?
That's
because
not what came you back.
I was fat boy, I was like on some fat man shit. I was like, I'm going to get me some to eat. And you had the food kind of like, oh yeah, she kind of put it down. All right, bet that's what's up. But there was other things though. There was other things.
Yeah, see, Sir Sears know what I'm talking about. She said she gonna be like, I'm gonna feed you and then try to feed you. Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, but see, listen, that only works if you entertain the other shit though.
But that's what I'm saying. Like
I ain't entertaining that though.
You may not have the intention to, but then there are certain things that you start to crave. You just start to crave these things.
Nah, you know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna be chowing down on that plate, and I'm gonna call you like, yo, Stacy just made this dish, yo. I'm gonna get the recipe so you can put it down.
And I'm gonna be like, you tell Stacy you can go back and eat it after Stacy, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be like,
no, because we gonna steal her recipe.
I ain't gonna steal the recipe.
Why not?
You can stay there and eat them.
I thought cooks do that. Cooks don't steal other recipes.
No, like how, like what I said, like with facilities, like I don't have to steal it. I just make.
Yeah, but you examined it like,
yeah.
How can I make this better?
Yeah, but it wasn't
and
because
then you did your thing.
It was out of because I'm going
but
broke.
See, but see that,
over there eating all of us.
But that ain't too hard to do because facilities is disgusting.
It really isn't. Wow. But I really appreciate that you haven't drunk the you haven't drunk the you haven't drank the Kool-Aid, the Kale-Aid. You haven't drank it.
No, there's something strange going on with that joint anyway.
No, it really isn't.
You already told me what's going on.
That food is good. Yeah.
In that back room doing some other things.
It's not back room, it's the backyard.
Back room is back somewhere. And they doing some back other stuff that they ain't supposed to be doing. They're
working. They're working and conjuring. That's what they're doing. But yeah, that's why I said I think with emotional, you're not aware of it as much because again, your intentions may not be there. So you're not aware of it as much. But that's when it's time for you to check. That's why you have to make sure that certain things are guarded. And you should never be eating off another woman's plate. I'm just gonna let you know that.
No, I ain't eating off her plate. She can bring me plate.
No. That it's
the same thing.
It's not literal. It's figurative. Oh. Yes, but you should not be eating off another woman's plate. That's a big no, especially in Southern communities. Absolutely.
Wait,
Because, like I said, women put roots in food. Yeah, they put roots in food. Mm-hmm.
So she gonna put some mojo on me?
Yeah, absolutely. And then you trying to figure out why,
That what you did?
I didn't. I did not. But you be trying to figure out why your ding dong, why your
put the mojo on me.
Why your mister
y'all heard her say it.
Don't get up for me no more. But every time you think about them chops, they getting up. Yeah, people put
because I'm still thinking the mango was.
You always say that. You have a problem.
Because it was the mango.
You always say that. You really be funny with that. Yes, thank you, Naima. Naima said it right. Yeah, don't ever eat off another woman's plate. And the only reason why we did Sunday with your sugar mama from church is because we all ate. But that's something also to be very leery of. If someone says, "I made you something," because that's not what she said. I know. Oh, okay. That's what I'm saying. The only reason why I allowed that on Sunday because we all ate.
That's a sweet old lady. Stop calling my sugar mama.
But
she's so sweet.
His sugar mama from church, so you already know. You already.
Hey, she married to a whole husband.
A whole husband, a tall husband, but also an older, a very much older man. Okay, so
he's still moving around, still doing his thing.
You don't know. You ain't seeing the part that could be not moving. Stop it. Stop it. So
she is sweetheart.
But she did put things in there that I know she knows I don't eat. And so I was peeping that too. And you was mowing down on some of that stuff that I do not eat as well.
Just the ribs.
Yeah, you call them you always do that. Too. What?
Yeah, I ate the ribs.
That's Keon, but I said me, babe. I said me. That you were mowing down on something that I don't even eat. And so,
smacking too.
You know.
It was.
See? So when the mister come around saying he made me something, he put together something for me, and I'm talking about something. Yeah, it's snacking. It's for me and it's snacking. It's snacking. Oh, you ain't worried about it.
Nope. He's tall though.
He is
about 6'4".
Nice and tall. But he said that little man may not work, but that wallet might work. That wallet might work. That wallet's still on fold, Courtney.
You know what happened when the big tree fell in the forest?
No.
Timber.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Mm-hmm. No,
you chop one of them trees down.
You. But that's what I'm saying. When you're watching that, that's another thing. So that's why you have to be very mindful of that. Most churches are something else. At my old church, Reverend had a child by someone, and he was married. Yeah. We're new to this particular church, like literally maybe about 2 weeks in. Literally.
I don't know in 2 weeks.
So nah, we've only been here for a month. It's about 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. That we've only been to 2 services. Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like it's been more.
Because a lot is happening. So but that's what I'm saying. Emotionally, you don't see that coming. That's easy to see when somebody is, like I said, like tomorrow more pushing up on you. Mm-hmm. Somebody making grand gestures, but you don't see the emotional. The emotional is the sneak. The emotional is the sneak, and that's the tie-in, And that's why I said, even for myself, I have to be very. I have to be very careful because I am a very emotional, person, and so I have to make sure that I'm not inviting those conversations and those engagements because, yeah. That is definitely.
Oh, I be missing stuff though.
All the time.
I don't know if this is like me not paying attention. Which part?
Up. No. Up. Yeah. Go inside. No, go inside the shirt. Yeah. Get inside.
Okay.
Up. Oh yeah, right there.
Okay.
Yeah, all around.
Don't be making no sandwich.
No, I'm gonna make them.
No, all right, see, let's see that you
no, please, babe, put it back in.
Now you get shut down.
Put it back in.
Put it back in.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah, I'm an emotional person, and so that's why I said, you know, when I when I did end up leaving that gentleman, the one that was I had to journal, all of that, and my dad made sure that I got a restraining order. He was saying he when he was advising me to get one, I said, Dad, I don't think we'll have to worry about him like that because he has like a good job. He's not trying to lose his job and da da da. And my dad said, I'm not telling you to get it for him. I'm telling you to get it for you. And I thought about that, like, dang, he was right. Because once I got it, it was like I went through too much trouble getting it to go back to him. And the couple of times that I really did think about going back to him because like I said, he made a lot of money. Our, chemistry was good outside of the crazy stuff. The chemistry was very good. He took care of me, pretty much. He still made I still had to work though. He was adamant about that. I had to work, but he made enough to take care of me and would square our money away, and we could do like really nice things because he would just like be able to like kind of like stack his checks. So it was like that was a it was a definite it was definitely tempting to go back a couple of times. Like literally I remember on two occasions, shortly after, like I think it was like maybe 2 months after we broke up or what have you, my daughter got sick, and I was just thinking, how easy this would be. He could cover like the med bills, but it was nice. The church ended up covering them, but it was like it made me very aware of how much I just kind of miss being able to have someone who just had it. Like that's definitely that's definitely a different flex. So there were like literally two occasions where I was just like, dang, I'm sure if I called, he would, but I was like, nah, I can't. I got a whole order, a whole order out there that says I can't do this. And so, I never, of course, went back, but like I said, I think I'm not sure without that restraining order if I would not have, because I had left him about 3 times, but the last time was, of course, the most serious, and I got the order and never, no calls, no nothing. I had to get a fake name because like I said, his father worked in the water department. And so if bills came in my name, he would know where I stayed. And like I said, I wasn't afraid of him in regards to like he was gonna, beat me up if he found me. I was afraid that if he found me, he would be able to convince me to go back with him. And he was just that much. He knew, those emotional buttons, and he knew what was in my head. And so, um, you know,
See, and I don't be seeing this stuff. Like I don't know, like I be missing stuff. Like I just don't see it. Like you see it before I see it.
yeah, because I think that you're Captain Obvious on some other things, but you're Mr. Oblivious when it comes to these
Because I
signs.
don't be caring. Like that, like a lot of like that, right over. I don't be seeing that shit. I don't even know how you be seeing it.
I just think that you just don't really understand or appreciate like the power of like women in control. Like you'll say it, but I'm just like I don't think you really appreciate like the controlling kind of efforts that women have, and
Yeah, but that stuff be lost on me though. Like you wasting your time.
You may not, like I said, you may not because you're not all the way. I think just like you'll become more aware. You'll be more aware just like as the days go on. I think for so long you've been kind of distant, but
No, listen. Like even
because you had a lot of phantom kids too.
nah, they was just crazy. They was tripping.
No, that was emotional stuff with you.
No, they was
They
tripping.
knew how to get you. They knew
No,
you had them phantom children.
they was just crazy. It was just Cuckoo.
Babe, again, they couldn't have been so cuckoo that you was attracting them. You was in there. You was in there like swimwear.
Yeah, but I mean, it ain't. Listen, no, we not gonna do that.
We are gonna do that.
No, listen.
We are gonna do that.
Listen.
You like cookies. You love cookies.
So you telling me I turned these women crazy? This is what you telling me?
I'm telling you that they might have already been crazy. You crazy, and y'all attracted one another. Yes, absolutely.
I'm crazy.
You totally, like not. I mean, like not like totally like nuts, but I'm saying that you definitely the way you see things is kind of it's impressive, but at the same time, it's not like typical. Mm-hmm.
Hold up. Mm-hmm. So you saying that I'm attracting crazy chicks?
Yeah.
They don't show me that they nuts until they do the nut crazy stuff.
Oh my gosh, here we go. We only have a few minutes on here. I'm not having this conversation with you right now. It is too late. It is too late.
Yeah, because like you
no, because we've had this conversation several times.
Yeah, and it's the same. Like you just.
Do you really think?
Do I really think
that these women were just like hiding this cuckoo so well? Yeah.
Oh, did I miss it? Did I miss the signs until it was too late?
And you don't think that maybe you might have a little bit of kook yourself?
No.
All right.
Courtney, I'm the sanest person you know.
Nah, you aren't. How do you have no idea the people that I know? And no, you are not the sanest person I know.
Definitely am.
And you are in denial, and that's how I know you was running around with Baddie Lucy and crazy Katrina and all the rest, because you that is that part of you in your
So you saying my crazy attract they crazy?
Absolutely. It only works that way.
Hold up, have you seen my crazy?
Yeah. I told you you're first of all you're EAN.
That ain't got nothing to do with
it does. No, you can't eat those. Those are for him to take to school. No, those are for him to take to school. Stop it. We don't even have no more orange juice.
You drunk it all?
Maybe.
No, maybe you drunk it all.
Maybe. You don't know that.
I definitely know that.
No, you don't. You didn't see me. You didn't see me.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, we only have like 5 more minutes. If y'all want to like ask something, that's cool. Because it's very late. We thank y'all for being here today, though. Thank you, Sir Senior. Thank you, Naima. Thank you, everybody who's watching this on the Play Black. Is this who is too late for? If y'all have a question, we definitely don't mind. If you want to stick to one of the topics, that's great. The two topics were is cheating. Is there ever a good reason for cheating?
Never.
And then the second was what constitutes cheating. I did like your question a lot, Naima, because that definitely was right on par with what we were talking about. Which was what do you think? What do you think about not physically cheating but emotionally cheating? Definitely emotionally is still very much dangerous. Physical, I think, is for some reason I think that some men, I won't say all men, but some men tend to think if it's just physical, that's okay. But I'm gonna say like how I used to tell my cousin, if if you can screw one girl with just but you love your girlfriend or wife with a different then you can say that. But until that's the case, you can't divide the two. You cannot sit up here and say, oh, I'm just physically doing this, but it's nothing else is happening on the other side, because there's someone on the other side of that. So
hold up, let me ask you this, right?
Yeah.
But before I say this is very clear. Like I'm not condoning it.
Mm-hmm.
And I do believe like once you have sex, like that's a game changer.
It is.
But Sometimes people can disconnect.
What do you mean?
Like
They can disconnect.
just want to get their little man wet, and then they gone.
Well, again,
these are the dudes that do the hooker thing.
Those guys maybe, but again, on the other side of that is someone else, and with the hookers, that's a transactional. Right. So you're paying. Understand that.
You pay the hooker to go
right,
away.
Right. But
because you don't want.
But there's someone on the other side of that. And if you're paying the hooker, but you have a wife or girlfriend, like I knew
is that cheating?
Prostitute. If you're paying a hooker, but you have a girl or you have a girlfriend or a wife, yeah, because most of the time the girlfriend and wives don't know that they out there hiring hookers. Call girls don't know. I had a colleague. I won't say she was my friend, but she was a colleague, and she was a uh, call girl.
Hold up. Let me get this.
Yeah.
Okay, say the wife, because girlfriend is like, all right, but say the wife, she's I don't know, she's approved.
And that's why I was about to get into this conversation with my call girlfriend.
Approved. And then always like, look, I need to get little man wet. Like
he knew that before he married
3 times a week.
He knew that before he married her.
No,
she turned to approve.
Now I've never experienced, but I've heard that like after women, sometimes when women after they have babies, their sex drive kind of like diminishes. So it may be a situation like that where they might have been, humping like rabbits, and then she done popped out a couple of kids now. Now she's like, look, I'll see you in March. That's January.
I'm gonna be honest. Anytime that happened with me, and and from women that I know, it's because it's not so much they don't want to be whatever. It's just that now their roles have changed, but men's role they think is still the same, just to give you more of what made your role change. So it's not that the libido decreases, it's that the time and the appreciation for the activity actually, kind of decreases, because now instead of just getting this thing ready for you, I gotta make sure the baby down, or I gotta do this, I gotta,
I get it. And again, like I said, there's never an excuse. But I'm just saying, like, these are guys, they love their wife, they love their kids. They gonna always come home, they gonna always make sure everybody's taken care of.
There you go, that coming home stuff. Because I remember.
Don't think listen, I always came home.
I always
never stayed out all night.
What I told you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I don't need none of that. Don't worry about coming home.
What I'm saying
don't worry about coming home.
This is not a guy who's gonna abandon his family. He's gonna make sure.
Well, he's already abandoned the family.
No, he hasn't.
He has.
He is no. He doesn't have a mistress.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a side chick in an apartment.
You know what I told an ex of mine. Stay wherever you went. Stay wherever you went. Make it work. Make it work. Make it work.
No, but it's a hooker. You can't make it work with a hooker.
You can make it work. With
a hooker?
Yeah.
I mean, it's Tammy, on Tuesday, then
right.
Next week Wednesday is Samantha.
Connect Tammy and Samantha Saturday. Make that work for you. Because this don't work for you. So make that work for you.
Okay, so what if the wife knows, but she's not saying
you just said that's still.
Oh, it's definitely still cheating.
It's still cheating, yeah.
Again,
it still doesn't constitute.
It's never an excuse. Because my thing is this: if you're not happy, you leave.
Yeah.
You don't like your situation, you change the situation.
I agree.
If he's leaving, you leave.
I agree.
There's no sense in causing all that pain, all that hurt, all that animosity, and all that other.
That's why I say you stay where you.
So you leave.
Stay where you went. Stay where you went.
But
don't worry about coming back.
Just playing devil's advocate here.
Yeah.
There is, old girl knows. She's like, look, I ain't got to do it.
I've heard people say this, but the thing of it, at the end of the day, I think that this is what I say. Even if you know, if you had a choice, like if you could snap your fingers and them not doing it or continue to do it, what are you doing?
I would assume they would say they wouldn't want to do it. But here's the thing, though, right? And you've told me this because I'll be like, I you kind of put me through this, but I'm just like, why would anybody stay around if in a bad situation? And he was like, well, okay, well, if a dude is providing, she doesn't want for nothing. Kids is good. Everybody's good financially. And then, like, if he leaves, what does she do?
Yeah, and sometimes he don't even have to be providing, but that's the thing. Where is she going to go?
Exactly. So
some people ask themselves
it could be a
question.
situation like that where she's like, all right, look, I ain't really feeling the sex thing like that. And he's going out doing what he got to do, but he's still coming home. Refrigerator's on lean. Kids' toy chest is, stacked to the ceiling. They provided for. Everybody's happy. I mean, it's probably a facade, but everybody seems to be happy. And she's like, look, just make sure we safe. Make sure we sound.
I think that does happen, but like I said, I still go back to again, if you're really okay with that, if you can snap your fingers and that's not happening, would you snap your finger?
I mean, yeah, she probably's like, no, what you going nowhere? But
so then we'll have so it's no more discussion. Because if it's the other side of it, like I said, I don't have to paint a hypothetical. I can put myself right in there. I was a cheating wife and I would make dinner. I would take I would take his shoes off when he came home, from work. And I thought for years, no, I'm a good wife. Like, yeah, but I'm a good wife. I'm cooking dinner, I'm still, dressing up. I'm getting this hair done, I'm still looking good. I'm still present. I'm still present. It's not like that. I remember this one guy, he was just like, well, does he cheat? And I remember being so offended. Like, why would he cheat? What? Why would he cheat? Like, he don't have no reason to cheat on me. What are you talking about? Like, I was upset with him. I was like, I'm getting out of here.
I got some more.
Thank you. But that's the, like I said, when I'm saying this out loud, it's you sound like, are you nuts? Like, you sound crazy. What do you mean you're a good wife? But yeah, fully thought, living in my selfish, bubble. No, I'm a good wife. I'm still doing wifely duties. I'm still present and still I'm still providing, doing when we talk about these roles, I'm still providing on my end. So I think that if what's good for the goose is good for the gander, if I can't paint that same scenario to you and you saying, yeah, you're a good wife, then you cannot paint the scenario to me and say, hey, well, everything is good because the refrigerator is full and the kids are, you know, uh uh content with toys and you know the wife's gas tank stays full. Like, it sounds like this sounds ridiculous. It sounds ridiculous, but he still, goes out and dibbles and dabbles. I remember Chrissy, Jim Jones' girlfriend, uh, lifelong girlfriend. That's a weird situation. Said, I told my Jimmy, just don't have me out here embarrassed. If you have to tell this man to not have you out here embarrassed, like as a grown man, to just basically you're telling him he can he can slip up.
The dumbest, goofiest.
He can slip up, but
all that means is that you the only one that don't know.
Just don't have don't play too close to home, so to speak. So, I remember this guy told me, he was an entertainer. I won't say, but he said, "Nah, everybody knows. You anything that you do outside the United States, not cheating." And he said this thing so straight face. And I was like, oh, so basically because you are a means that you can go outside the United States. So this means that men inside the United States, if they're going state to state,
that's ridiculous.
They cheating, but you know that it's not. You know how it is. He really said that like so matter of factly. You know how it is. I mean, she got mad, but you know how it is. If you with somebody not outside the United States, that's not cheating. And I was like, no, no, I think
so. If you
she's kind
live
of within
in
her right.
California and you just step into Mexico, you good?
Yeah, yeah, you're good. But don't be in Georgia trying to be with somebody in Mississippi in the United States. That cross state line stuff is not far enough. No, no, sir. No, sir, no, ma'am. You got to get that outside of the United States for that not to be for that not to constitute cheating. And back then when he said this, I don't know whether this was because of the whole Dominican Republican thing, because I know that became an issue, that became a hot topic later, where it's kind of just understood that that's what they're going down under for. But I say down under like
down
Australia. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but what they're going down there for. But uh, I took it at the time to just mean, for and that shows where my mind was when he said out of the United States. I was like thinking, oh, he going over to Africa getting all these exotic hot ladies. I don't know why that was the first thing that came to my mind. That he was going to Africa getting all these, amazing bodies. Well, you did it to yourself, babe.
Okay, good.
Oh my gosh, that is it, y'all. It's after 3. We have to go. It is FRI-YAY, but it is still Friday. We have to be up in just a few hours with the children's last day of school this week. And this is such a short week. And so it flew really fast, but it didn't feel like it was only 3 days in this week. I think Tuesday and Wednesday they doubled up on homework, so it kind of felt like it was the same length of time. But y'all, this conversation, this was fun. We will be back next Thursday, hopefully a little earlier, with another Glow After Dark. Y'all know what time it is. And happy Friday again. And until we meet again on Wednesday, what's glowing on Wednesday? But until then, y'all know what to do. Keep it glowing.